Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S here, back in another video, another topic. Hope I always said hope you're well wherever you are. Yeah, I thought I'd just talk about a story about why I became a football fan, and I know I briefly posted in the description. But yeah, when I was at high school, when I was about 13 or 14, I sat on the table with my not literally on the table, of course, but I sat around the table with my friend Amandeep, who's Indian, and I'm half Indian myself, but anyway. And this Indian girl was sat near us, and he asked her like, "Why are you sitting here?" And she said, "Because I fancy this Italian guy." So after that, I thought I look Italian, but I didn't know why or what feature made me look Italian or whatever. But yeah, so after that, I started supporting. Not straight away, but after a while, I thought, yeah, I might as well support Italy for everything. And at that time, Italy was like really good at football, like got to the World Cup and things like that. So that's when I started supporting it. I think that it might took me a bit of time. I can't remember exactly what year. It might be like that was probably 94 or something like that, but it was probably 95 or 96 when I actually thought I might as well support Italy. And then I sort of like supported Italy for everything. But now it's only really football in which I like Italy, in which I love Italy, because I'm an anti-imperialist. So yeah, I don't agree with like any prejudice or racism or I suppose everyone's probably got a bit of prejudice, including myself, but perhaps I'm not sure if that's true. But I know I've been prejudiced in the past, but yeah, I don't agree with like taking over other people's countries, like what they did with Ethiopia or Tunisia or Eritrea or places like that in the past, like parts of Africa and that sort of thing. So I don't really support their economy or things like that, unless it sort of, I only support Italy in things that would affect football. So if the economy would affect football in some way, I'd support it for that. So yeah, I like to also have a bit of variety. So just to keep things interesting, perhaps I support like I support African and Asian countries and Ireland and places like that, former colonies, politically and financially / economically. But yeah, so I think that covers quite a lot about it. I can't remember exactly when. At one point, strangely, perhaps I know I'm a bit quirky, but at one point I heard like a lot of people, like a lot of the indigenous people, if you like, the indigenous African people in South Africa, the indigenous South Africans love football. So I heard they were going to be quite good at football. So I was supporting them at some point. And then I started supporting Italy because I think I look Italian and things like that. But yeah, so I'd love to know what people think if they think that's true. But yeah, I was speaking to someone once when I was playing football where I live, near where I live, and well, it's a few miles from where, like 5 or 6 miles from where I live, maybe 7 or 8. Not sure. But anyway, not very good at judging distances. But yeah, I told him that's like because I think I look Italian. I didn't tell him the whole story, but I said I think I look Italian. He goes, "Oh yeah, because you're like I suppose because I've got olive skin or tanned." So yeah, so I started supporting Italy after that. So yeah, that's how I became an Italy fan, and I sort of stayed loyal to the football team, although I don't really support Italy in other areas. As I say, I only really support them in football, and I think I've covered. That's pretty much the whole thing about why I love Italy. I hope to do a similar version for like Celtic. Well, I'm a big Celtic fan, but yeah, it's my one concession to Italy is one thing I was going to say. I knew there was something else I forgot, but I heard someone who is also an anti-imperialist talk a while back about how, or in spite of being an anti-imperialist, they said the one thing from Britain that they buy, an American guy who's an anti-imperialist guy, he was saying the one concession he has to Britain is like a bicycle that he's bought from Britain. He goes, he disagrees with the policy in Northern Ireland. So normally I disagree with like colonialism and all that, but it's in terms of football, for some reason, teams I support, I suppose the Mediterranean teams or Latin teams, and most of the ones that are doing half decent or in some cases very well, like Spanish teams are Latin teams, and I suppose that's why I support them. Italy obviously has a chance to become top, I suppose, if they get their act together at the Italian FA. But yeah, so I think that covers everything. As I say, it's my one concession for the Mediterranean countries like Italy, Spain, France, Portugal, and places like that. And I am out. Peace and love.